Welcome, MotoGP fanatics, to a deep dive into the heart of the 2025 season, a season already proving to be one of the most compelling in recent memory. As we stand here at the legendary Mugello circuit, the air is thick with anticipation, not just for the battles that will unfold this weekend, but for the larger narratives shaping the sport. Segment 1. The resurgence of a legend and the shadow of Rossi. The most captivating storyline, without a doubt, revolves around the return to dominance of a man many had counted out, Marc Marquez. After years battling debilitating injuries, the Ant of Cervera has not only re-established himself as a force, but is now on the cusp of etching his name even deeper into the annals of motorcycle racing history. The question on everyone's lips, the one that ignites endless debates in the paddock and among fans: does Marc Marquez truly care about besting Valentino Rossi's MotoGP title tally? Marquez is currently one Premier Class title away from matching Valentino Rossi's formidable haul of 7. Rossi, a global icon of the sport, secured 9 world championships in total between 1997 and 2009, with 7 of those celebrated victories coming in the elite MotoGP class. Only the unparalleled Giacomo Agostini stands ahead of Rossi in Premier Class titles with 8, achieved between 1966 and 1975. Marc Marquez, with his 6 Premier Class titles earned between 2013 and 2019, is now poised to challenge these monumental records. As of the Aragon Grand Prix just 2 weeks ago, Marc Marquez leads the 2025 MotoGP standings by a significant 32 points. His dominant performance at Aragon, securing a double victory, reinforced his position as the championship favorite. Should he go on to clinch the 2025 MotoGP World Championship, he will draw level with Valentino Rossi's Premier Class tally of 7 and his overall record of 9. This accomplishment would be particularly poignant, as he would mimic Rossi by achieving Premier Class championships with 2 different manufacturers. First with Honda, and now with the mighty Ducati. Asked ahead of the Italian Grand Prix if matching or even surpassing Rossi's record was on his mind, Marquez, with his characteristic blend of humility and fierce determination, stated that his comeback from his severe injury remains the biggest achievement of his career. "Of course, as I say, I'm in great shape," he began. "I believe we increased a bit the level between me and Alex Marquez, because both of us are pushing, and Alex is also in his best year of the championship. Pecco Bagnaia is coming closer and closer, and as I said 2 races ago, Pecco is closer than what the numbers say. But apart from that, for me, 9 championships arriving, not arriving. The biggest challenge of my career I already achieved, which was coming back from a very deep moment. I already achieved this. 3 years ago here at Mugello, in this press conference, I was announcing that I was going to America to have my arm broken again, to have it put straight. So I already achieved my biggest challenge. Everybody has their career, everybody has their injuries, their riding style, their character. But I'm happy with that challenge, and now I am just enjoying. Of course, as a Ducati rider, I feel the pressure, and I will try to win the championship. But this sometimes is not a matter of. Just we want and we try." This philosophical approach from Marquez, while seemingly downplaying the record chase, speaks volumes about his focus on the present and his undeniable talent. He has already overcome a physical and mental mountain that would have ended many careers. This newfound freedom in his riding, combined with the raw power of the factory Ducati, has made him an almost unstoppable force. Looking back at the past, Marquez's rivalry with Pecco Bagnaia has been a defining feature of recent MotoGP seasons. While Pecco is a 2-time world champion, not the reigning champion, as Jorge Martin currently holds that title, having won it last year with Pramac Ducati before his move to factory Aprilia, the battles between him and Marquez have been legendary. We've seen strategic masterclasses, daring overtakes, and nail-biting finishes. Marquez, even on a satellite Gresini Ducati in 2024, consistently challenged Bagnaia, who was then the reigning world champion. Their duels, particularly on circuits where Marquez has historically excelled, have provided some of the most thrilling moments. Now with Marquez on the factory Ducati alongside Bagnaia for 2025, a move that saw Ducati choose him over Jorge Martin, leading to Martin's current fiery situation with Aprilia. These battles are only set to intensify. Marquez, coming to Mugello, a track where he last won in 2014, will be eager to analyze Bagnaia's data, as Mugello has been a stronghold for Pecco in the past 3 years. "I will try to understand this year," Marquez said. "Last year, I had the opportunity to compare a bit his data, but the bike was a bit different and then was more difficult to replicate. This year, we will try to understand even more deeply, and I will try to take profit from his data, not only from him, but also from Alex, because both of them normally are very fast here." Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the legend who casts a long shadow over the Moto GP paddock, Valentino Rossi. While Marquez may articulate his biggest achievement as his comeback from injury, the competitive fire within him burns bright, and the pursuit of records is an inherent part of any true champion's DNA. He has consistently drawn comparisons to Rossi throughout his career, not just for his raw speed and aggressive riding style, but for his ability to dominate an era. The question of whether he will surpass Rossi's 7 Premier Class titles is not if, but when. Here's a dominant prediction. Marc Marquez will not only match Valentino Rossi's 7 Premier Class MotoGP titles, but will comfortably exceed them. He is destined to retire as the undisputed legend of modern MotoGP, whose records will be simply out of reach for future generations. Some might look at the early stages of other riders' careers and believe they possess the potential to challenge his numbers, but once they begin to truly evolve in the Sunday races, they will grasp the monumental scale of Marc Marquez's achievements. He still has several formidable years left in him to set new benchmarks. Consider his trajectory, a rookie sensation. He became the first rider since Kenny Roberts in 1978 to win the Premier Class title in his rookie season, 2013, and the youngest ever to do so at 20 years old. Unprecedented dominance. From 2013 to 2019, he clinched 6 Premier Class titles in 7 years, a level of consistent domination rarely seen in any motorsport. His 2014 season, with 13 victories, set a new record for the most Premier Class wins in a single season. The comeback kid. His incredible return from a career-threatening arm injury and 4 surgeries is a testament to his sheer willpower and dedication. He's not just back, he's arguably faster and more mature than ever. The battles with Rossi in the mid-2010s were intense and often controversial, but they only served to highlight Marquez's unwavering determination to win. He faced a legend at the height of his powers and refused to back down. This competitive spirit, combined with his unparalleled ability to extract every ounce of performance from his machinery, sets him apart. His mastery of bike control, his audacious saves, and his tactical genius in races are simply on another level. He studies his rivals, adapts, and then strikes with precision. He doesn't just win, he often breaks the spirit of his competitors. As his career progresses with the benefit of the best machinery in the paddock and a renewed physical and mental state, Marquez is poised to establish a new gold standard in MotoGP. The current 2025 season standings, with Marc Marquez at 233 points leading the championship, and his brother Alex Marquez in second with 201 points, followed by Pecco Bagnaia at 140 points in third, further underscore his current dominance. He is not merely winning, he is building a significant buffer early in the season. So as we conclude this first segment, it's clear that Marc Marquez is on a relentless march towards an unprecedented place in MotoGP history. His recent dominance, his past achievements, and his sheer will to win all point to a future where he stands alone at the pinnacle of the sport. But what about the immediate challenges? How will the championship dynamics unfold, and what new talent is on the horizon? In our next segment, we will delve into the intriguing battle for the championship, the surprising performance of Alex Marquez, and the much-anticipated arrival of a world superbike champion into the Moto GP fold.